My hands are trembling. I gotta keep my act together.
Yes, Jill. A body was found here on this patch of wasteland early.
Noted that name somewhere. What was it? Blake. Lieutenant Carter Blake. Yeah, that's it.
But no information has filtered yet concerning the identity.
Reporters. Already.
Of course. Everyone's wondering if the body
You seem well
is
informed.
and has the origami killer struck again.
Goddamn rain. Hasn't stopped pouring since I arrived.
We will keep you informed
I'm
live
really
as
gonna
soon
love
as
it
we
here.
have any information. I'm Brittany Sanders for ICN.
The zone is sectioned off, sir. Please step back.
Agent Norman Jaden, FBI?
You got a badge or something, Mr. Jaden?
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Check. You can pass.
I'm looking for Lieutenant Blake. Is he around?
I saw him arrive earlier. He's here somewhere.
Thanks. Video memo recording, Agent 47023, Norman Jaden, Tuesday, October 4th, 2011. Time is 8:14 a.m. I'm related to the investigation. I'm looking for Lieutenant Carter Blake. Thanks. The body must be under the tarp near the lights. There's a railroad track near where the body was left. Same as all the other victims. The crime scene is compromised by all these people. I doubt there'll be many clues left, if there were any to start with. The body is still here. The body is still here. And soaking wet. Way too many people here. They're trampling all over the crime scene. The body is still here. Lieutenant Blake? I'm Agent Norman Jaden from the FBI. I went by your office this morning. They told me you'd be here.
Now, if you're looking for rain, dead bodies, and highways, you come to the right place. Mike, will you tell that asshole with the bulldozer to stop for 5 minutes? I can't hear myself think here.
Right away, Lieutenant.
Well, are you coming, Jaden?
So, what happened?
Some guy taking his dog for a piss found a body about 6 o'clock this morning. We don't know much more right now. Based on what we've seen, looks like the work of the origami killer.
Has the body been identified?
No, not yet. We should know more later today. Any news on the coroner?
He's on his way, Lieutenant.
We've been waiting for an hour, for fuck's sake.
Any witnesses?
None yet. Given the neighborhood, I'd be surprised if anybody saw anything.
Do we know the cause of death?
There are no marks on the body. Chances are he was drowned, like the others.
There are a lot of people on the crime scene. Aren't you afraid your men might destroy some clues?
You don't find proof sitting behind a desk. We're not in the habit of trampling things into the ground, even if we're not in the FBI.
No, of course not. That's not what I meant.
Tony, I don't want to see a single shit-stirring journalist within a mile of here. You got it?
Yes, Lieutenant.
Has the time of death been established?
Based on the rigor mortis, must be less than 6 hours ago. We should know more once the coroner has had a look. Listen, I'm a little busy here. Why don't we discuss all this a little later, back at the office?
Oh, no problem. I understand. Do you mind if I have a look around?
Be my guest. Hey, Jaden, come and see me if you find anything, okay? We're on the same team now.
Strange character, that Blake. Didn't seem too pleased to see me. The body is still here. The body is still here. Harry, comment. The victim is lying on his back. No visible signs of violence. Superficial wound on the right thigh. Blood analysis suggests it could be post-mortem. Probably a scratch that occurred when the body was being moved. The blood report indicates an advanced and long-lasting state of exhaustion. A small origami figure in the right hand. Fingers were probably closed after the time of death. The victim is Jeremy Bowles, declared missing 5 days ago. See reference file. An orchid was placed on the victim's chest. His face is covered with mud, like the other victims. The body got scratched when it was moved. There may be more traces of blood around here. Airy comment, sample of no interest. Comes from one of the policemen present on the wasteland. The killer must have carried the body here. Gotta be tracks around here somewhere. Impressive. Seems the only traces the killer left are those he intended to leave. He knew exactly what he was doing, right down to the tiniest detail. Harry, comment. Orchid pollen detected. Probably from the flower left on the body. Orchid pollen. Something the killer couldn't control. Can it be traced back to its source? Harry, comment, sample of no interest. Comes from one of the policemen present on the wasteland. Harry, come. Sample of no interest. Comes from one of the policemen present on the wasteland. Harry, comment. Pollen particles disappear in the tall grass. It's probably the end of the trail. Harry, comment. Traces of blood on the railroad track. Analysis confirms it comes from the victim. Footprints continue just after the pollen trail. There's a good chance that they're the killers. Harry, comment. There are traces of blood on the fence behind the railroad line. It comes from the victim. The killer came this way with the body and probably grazed it on his way through the fence. There's a good chance that they're the killers. Harry, comment. Tire tracks on the side of the road behind the railroad line. It may be the killer's car. I think I've seen all there is to see. I think I seen enough. Better get back to the station before I catch pneumonia.
I'm heading back to the office. You staying?
No, I've seen enough. I'm leaving too.